You can hear the din of your classmates near the graduation stage as you pause the video of Dakota. I don't know if I can watch this whole thing. It's too hard. Maybe I should save part of it for later. But as you look down at your phone with Dakota's smiling, frozen face on the screen, you know you're going to keep watching. Retreat in search of a quiet place. I could never resist you. With every heartbeat. Chapter 3. Just friends. I'm serious, Age. Dakota Winchester is bad news. You need to stay away from him. Whoa, Amy. What's wrong with Dakota? Nothing's wrong with him. He's just not someone you want to get invested in. You cross your arms stubbornly. And why's that? Because Dakota doesn't date people. He's never had an official girlfriend, and not for lack of volunteers. I've seen too many girls get their hearts broken because of him. I don't want that to happen to you. Amy, are you speaking from experience or something? No way, this heart doesn't break for anyone. Are you sure? Because you seem awfully invested in this. Look, I'm sorry if I overstepped. I just don't want to see you throw your senior year away on someone who doesn't feel the same way. Thanks, but really, you have nothing to worry about. Dakota and I are just friends. Are you sure? Positive. We talked about it and everything. He doesn't want to date me any more than I want to date him. If you say so. Oh, hey, Amy. Hey, Sage. You turn to see Heather walking towards you, but she only has eyes for Amy. Hey, Heather. You heading home? Yeah, I got a mountain of homework calling my name. I'm pretty sure Mr. Dempsey has it out for us. I didn't know you were taking AP Physics. Heather blushes and fiddles with the straps of her backpack. It's hard to get into MIT without it, and even with it, I still only have like a 5% chance, so... You look between the two of them, smiling. We're gonna play matchmaker. Heather, are you going to the fall carnival? Probably. What about you two? I'm not sure. I was just trying to convince Amy to go. Heather turns her attention back to Amy. Really? You went last year, right? Only because I volunteered to run the book exchange. I just did my shift, got my credit, and went home. We need to fix your approach to carnival, starting now. Agreed. Sorry, but I've got a lot, I got a date for Saturday with my SAT prep book, and maybe a pot of coffee if I'm feeling frisky. What about you, Sage? I don't know. Without Amy, I have nobody to go with. What about Dakota? You guys are in each other, right? Your heart races at the suggestion. Heather, you think he's into me? Amy rolls her eyes. I knew you were lying. No, I asked a simple question if you thought he was into me. Hey, I didn't say I was interested. I don't know what's happening here, but yeah, I think he's into you. Has he said anything? No, but he didn't really have to. It's obvious. I'm sure he'd go with you, if you asked. Good to know. Anyway, I'd better go. Psst, Amy, go with her. She looks at Amy with a shy smile. I hope you change your mind about the carnival, Amy. It'd be really nice to see you there. What? Shocker. Heather nods and then re-shoulders her heavy backpack and walks down the hall. Amy's eyes linger on her as she retreats. I know that look, and I know Amy's way too stubborn to admit she secretly wants to be distracted by a certain someone. Encourage Amy to ask out Heather to unlock a special scene at the fall carnival, and boost their relationship. Yay, we're playing matchmaker. Okay, I'm sorry, but I can't just let you do this to yourself. Do what? Staying Saturday night instead of going to the fall carnival. What's wrong with staying in? It's not like I'm missing anything important. Amy, you're missing out On a date, you idiot. With who? Oh my god, you're so hopeless. With her. You point hopelessly at Heather's retreating form and Amy's cheeks flush. But she didn't say anything. Don't worry, you're not the only one who's wishfully oblivious. She was trying to. Why do you think she was flirting so much? Really? Hey, Heather, wait up. You grab Amy's wrist and drag her up the hallway. Yeah? Amy changed her mind about going to the carnival. That's great. Maybe we can hang out there when we're there, if you want, that is. You wait for Amy to say something, but she seems to have lost the power of speech. Or you guys could just go together. I'm in if you are, Amy. You nudge Amy in the side. She gives a bashful smile. Yeah, I'm in. Like super in. Great. It's a date. I'll see you Saturday night. We can meet at the entrance. Perfect. Heather gives you both a wave and heads outside. Amy groans beside you. Did I just say perf? Yes, you also got yourself a date. Gotta focus on the positives, Ames. I think I need to lie down and completely redo my study schedule. Later, you're on your way to the bus stop when a familiar car pulls up beside you and the window rolls down. I know you're not about to wait for the bus instead of catching a ride to a 5-star comfort with, in 5-star comfort with me. You grin and climb into the passenger seat. For 5 stars, I expect some snacks. Ah, you're welcome to the gummy bears in my backpack. Dakota glances at you as he turns down the street. Why didn't you come find me? I waited for you. I didn't see you today. I didn't want to presume anything. Dakota looks to the sky and shakes his head. I've only been giving her a ride to Edenbrook every week since September, but the girl doesn't want to presume. How was I supposed to know that? You laugh, giving Dakota's arm a light push. I don't want to take advantage of you and your ride, that's all. We're going to the same place, and I like the company. Nobody's taking advantage of anyone. Fine, but I'm buying you a milkshake at lunch tomorrow. He laughs, the sparkle in his eyes making your stomach flutter. Did you hear what happened in AV Club this morning? No. Well, buckle up, because I have a story for you. And also because of the road safety. You chuckle and buckle your seatbelt, unable to take your eyes off Dakota's animated face. Okay, now picture Jaden squeezing himself into the Panther mascot costume. Soon, you and Dakota are ready to part ways in the hospital atrium. You've slipped into a comfortable routine over the past weeks, and you can already predict his next question. Are you coming by Mateo's after work? It depends when I finish. You know, it doesn't matter how late it is. Mateo's not going anywhere. He likes when you drop by. Well, you sure you're not the one who wants to hang out with me? Dakota winks at you, his smile broadening. Oh, you caught me. He brushes his hair out of his face and heads off to the pediatric ward with a wave. You watch him go. Stop it, Sage. He's just a friend. And yet, he could be so much more if he just simply asked. You're still smiling to yourself as you enter Miss Batra's office. She looks up from her paperwork with a warm smile. Hello, Sage. I have exciting news for you. I told the Foundation's board all about the excellent work you've been doing for us for the past month, and they're very impressed. Seriously. They're impressed by me. Wow, thanks, Miss Batra. You should give yourself more credit, Sage. You're an impressive young woman. But that's not what has me so excited. The board has approved your next big project. And what is it? We want you to put together a donation video for the front page of the website. Something to showcase all the good the Foundation does and encourage people to give. That sounds like an awesome opportunity. You're just asking me because I'm not afraid of technology. I'm excited to get started. When's the deadline? We're launching a new improved website in about 3 months. So let's say you have until then to get it finished. I know that sounds like a long time, but remember, You're only here a few hours a week. Between planning, filming, and editing, I'm sure the time will just fly by. As a content creator, yes, it does. I'd better get started then. You wander the corridors with your phone in hand, aimlessly viewing the nurse's station with its camera. What the hell am I supposed to film for this thing? It'd be weird if Dakota, who walks around with a camera strapped to his ass all the time, would help you. Look out, Sage! You look up just in time to see Dakota and Mateo squeal around the corner in a pair of wheelchairs. A group of little kids in hospital gowns and pajamas are gathered around, jumping and shouting. Woo! Eat my dust! Jump out of the way, cheer them on. I'm gonna jump out of the way. You leap out of the way. Whoa, watch where you're going. Dakota Thumb turns his head and shouts. Sorry, Sage. Yeah, you're really looking. Mateo pulls ahead as they speed by, his chair pushed by a girl you don't recognize. Riding solo, Dakota pumps his arms over his wheels. You're dead this time, Dakota. Mateo and the girl cross the line on the floor of full speed before Dakota. The kids erupt in applause. Yay, go Mateo! I can't believe he won again! Mateo raises his hands triumphantly over his head. Thanks, you kids. It's an honor to win the Wheelchair 500 foot race and retain the title of champion of the ward. But the greatest honor of all is crushing Dakota's spirit again. The kids laughed, encircling Mateo, Dakota, and the girl like adoring fans. Greater men than you have tried, Mateo. This spirit is crush-proof. I think so. Give me 10 minutes. I said greater men. It wouldn't even take you 10. Aw, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Mateo laughs before catching sight of you on your phone. Sage, please tell me you got my exhilarating victory on camera. Look at your phone, realizing it's been pointing at the ground. Sorry, I got a really good shot of the floor, though. Upstaged by disinfected linoleum. Story of my life. Sage, come over here and meet Lennox. She's finally back from her family vacation. The girl raises an eyebrow as you approach. The other kids look on, curious. Who's that? That's Sage. Our mom's an eye surgeon. Lennox, this is Sage. She goes to Willow Creek with me. A.k.a. the girl Dakota never shuts up about. Dakota flushes as you hold your hand out to Lennox. She looks you up and down, her face impassive. Ah, Lennox, the prickly pear in your fruit salad. You learn to love her. Or eat around her. This is Dakota and Mateo's friend? She seems different. You mean unemotional and has a shell around her yet? Lennox. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, skip the I've heard so much about you speech. It's boring. You smile sweetly. Actually, I haven't heard that much about you, so we're on the same page here. Mateo and Dakota snicker as Lennox's eyes widen for a moment. Damn, she got you there, Lynn. See? Told you she was interesting. Whatever. Hey, now that Sage is here, you should have a rematch. It'll be fair, because the teams are even. Yeah, race again! This is so much fun I haven't had since I got here! Yeah, Sage, you have to join us. If you think you can handle it. I have a 3-race winning streak right now. Imagine if Dakota loses even with Sage's help. Then we've proven he's totally hopeless! I'm feeling very attacked right now. Not that I've ever said no to spending more time with Sage. Oh, for the love of... Dakota grins at you in a way that makes your heart flutter. How can I say no to that face? Don't worry, if you don't have diamonds, you'll be saying no regardless, even though you're spending $14 a month on VIP. Join the wheelchair race to spend more time with Dakota and impress Lennox. Listen, Dakota. I'm doing this for the children. Count me in. Excellent choice. Let's ride this wheelchair to glory. Hell no. Sage is my co-pilot, right, Sage? Lennox rolls her eyes. It's cool. I'll just wait in the corner while you get yourself sorted. Oh, your self-sacrifice is noble, and so how about it, Sage? Who do you want to push? I'll push Dakota. Yes, Dream Team. Ah, beauty of her brains, I get it. Looks like you're with me, Lenny. Oh, good. I love sloppy seconds. Oof. Ooh. You take hold of Dakota's wheelchair and push him back to the line on the floor. I like her. She's got some spunk. So, are we letting Mateo win? Why would we do that? Well, he's our sick friend, and you did lose last time. I thought maybe that was on purpose. Sadly, that loss was genuine. And our sick friend doesn't want to be pandered to, so no holding back. Got it. Most sick people don't want to be pandered to. Unless they're those types, and I just... No, stop it. We'll race to the vending machines. Winner takes the title. Not to mention the eternal bragging rights. Oh, eternity's kind of a long time. High risk, high reward! I got it. Just one question. Where are the vending machines? Okay, left at the end of the hallway. Gracie, you want to do the honors? Little girl scurries out of the group of kids, raising her arms high. Racers, take your marks! Hold on a second. Dakota gets up from the wheelchair and walks into the crowd until he's right in the front of a little boy you don't recognize. Are you new? I don't think I've seen you before. Yeah, I got in last night, but my mom had to go back to work today. That's too bad. I bet she's been thinking about you all day, though. What's your name, little man? Jet? Oh, sounds like you were born to be part of this race. Sure does. Hey, Jet, you want to crown the winner of the Wheelchair 500? Really? Absolutely. Just stick by Gracie. She'll show you what to do. Okay. Wow, they're really great with these kids. Are we racing or not? Coming, boss. Good. Ready, set, go. Give the wheelchair a hard push forward to gather speed easily on the gleaming linoleum floor. Woohoo! Mush, mush! Lennox shoots you a smug grin as she charges ahead of you. They're getting ahead of us. On it. You lean into the wheelchair, putting your weight behind it and running as fast as you can. The gap begins to close. Behind you, you can hear the pattering feet and giggling of the children as they run after you. Go, Lennox! Go, Sage! Go, everyone! Watch out for that turn! At the end of the corridor rushes towards you, splitting into a T-junction. Wait, which way are the vending machines again? Turn left! Turn right. We should totally turn right. You lean hard on the outside grip of the wheelchair, making the tight turn to the left. Woo! You didn't tell me you were a professional wheelchair pusher. I've spent my fair share of time in hospitals too, you know. Lucky break. You charge up the corridor, neck and neck with Lennox. Vending machines up ahead. Speed up. You ignore the burning in your legs, running faster and faster. I'm coming for you, Lennox. What the hell? You summon all your energy, channeling it into pushing the wheelchair forward until... Yes! You and your partner soar over the finish line several feet in front of the others. Oh, victory! Dakota puts a triumphant arm around you as the kids cheer. Woohoo! Meet your new champions for eternity. Lucky break. Chet, this is it. The little boy steps forward nervously, holding a blood pressure cuff with a wrestling belt. We're mixing metaphors, but who cares? It's called imagination. I'll hail the champions. Thank you, Jet. It's an honor. You turn to your partner with a smile. We should celebrate with a high five, a fist bump, an impromptu secret handshake. Impromptu secret handshake. I'm always down for a handshake that's so secret even I don't know it. Laughing, the two of you clumsily navigate your way through a shake, a bump, a finger waggle as the crowd of kids tries to follow along. And finish with a hip bump. Oh, wanna try, Len? No. What's going on here? Oh, quick, kids, book it! Oh, it's the fuzz scatter! Cheep, 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 cheep! What are you doing? distracting them with a bird call so they'll get confused. We can sneak away. You try it. Go! Go, go! Kids disperse, scampering in every direction. The sounds of giggling and assorted bird calls filling the air. Did I just see Jet laughing? I've been trying to get him to crack a smile all day. You're welcome. One nurse remains behind as the others run after the rampaging kids. He looks at you, Dakota, and Mateo with a sigh, and Lennox with a sigh. Why is it always you three? Dakota, Mateo, and Lennox smile back at him, a picture of innocence. Technically, it's us four now. Hi. You notice a smile tugging at the corner of the nurse's mouth as he folds his arms. You've got 5 minutes to get back to your bed, Mateo, and take all your musketeers with you, including, D'Arcondagan. You follow the others back to Mateo's room. They're joking amongst themselves, but your mind wanders back to the task at hand, the Hope Springs donation video. I probably should have gotten some of the footage of the wheelchair race. Donors want to see happy, laughing kids, right? Come in, Sage. I repeat, Sage, do you copy? Huh? No, where'd you go just now? Sorry. Miss Batra just gave me a new assignment, and it's, really cool. I have so many ideas, I just don't know where to start. What does she want you to do? Maybe we can help. Count me out. I'm not that bored. Oh, don't flex your not confined to the hospital with potential fatal cancer privilege in front of me, Lynn. It's rude. Sorry, time bomb. Ooh, a new nickname, let me guess. Because my cancer is a ticking time bomb? Got it in one. I like the way he handles this, I like him. You raise your eyebrows at their dark banter. Should you guys be joking about that? Oh, sorry, should be whispering sweet nothings to him instead? Lennox turns to Mateo. You're a strong, brave boy, Mateo, and there's a choir of guardian angels cheering you on. You're even creepier when you smile, you know? Dakota leans closer to you. I know it can be weird to listen to them and joke about this stuff, but dark humor really does help some people. Yes, it does, actually. Kind of like how the wheelchair race helped to get the kids' minds off things for a bit. Sometimes you have to get creative to survive in here. Why don't we get back to what we're actually talking about? What's the assignment, Sage? Well, the Foundation board wants me to make a donation video for their new website. Something to show off the work they're doing at the hospital and get people to open up their checkbooks. But I have no idea what to do. Oh, seriously? You don't see the solution literally staring you right in the face? He strikes a pose, arms straight in the air, and a brilliant smile on his face. You see it right? Tell me you see it. I see... an amateur filmmaker slash gymnast? Exactly. Yeah, Dakota thinks he's the next Nolan Grant. Who? Oh, has he not bored you with his Nolan Grant speech already? He's the guy who directed the Retribution franchise. You know, the horror movies. Directed, wrote, and edited. The man's an achoo. And he's from Boston, so Dakota thinks they have a love connection. An intellectual connection. Dakota isn't horror kind of a trashy genre. It can be, but you shut your mouth. I think it's cool you have a hero, especially if he's a local hero. Do you think you'll ever get a meet and greet? I'm gonna call it a meet and greet because that's what it is. I wish. He comes to indie festivals sometimes, but he lives and works in LA now. Anyway, my point is, I can help you, Sage, if you want. I know exactly the kind of thing the board will be looking for. Slick, motivational, with a touch of emotion. Well, if you're sure. I'm not doing it for free, though. I need something in return. As for money, Sage seems desperate. Applying to the SBC School of Cinematic Arts, and part of the application is a short film. I have the script done, but I need a lead actress. and amuse. He could do worse. You want me to act in your movie? Are you sure? I don't have any experience. It's okay. It's actually easier to work with someone raw than to correct someone who thinks they know what they're doing. Well, in that case, we have a deal. Great! Let's get started on this donation video. Right now? Sure. I know this hospital inside now. We can do some location scouting, figure out where you want to start. Just you, me, and the camera. What do you say? Go location scouting with Dakota. Give your donation video a boost and spend some quality time together. 'Cause why not? I say, let's do it. Well, see you two later. Don't forget to make an appointment with my lovely secretary here. I'm busy, very busy, and slots are limited. Yeah, just call 1-800-BITE-ME. So, that was the famous Lennox in the flesh. Did she live up to her rep? Honestly, I think she's very different from you and Mateo. You two are so friendly, and she's not. Lennox has been through a lot. We all cope however we can. She's not a bad person, though, and she's really not as scary as she seems. And you met her at the hospital, too? Yeah. She, had a, osteosarcoma in her leg when she was 12. They had to amputate from the knee down. They cut her leg out? Or off? You think back, you never would have guessed what she was hiding beneath her leggings. Yeah, the recovery was tough, but Lennox is tougher, and she's been cancer-free ever since. You nod, trying to imagine how it would have felt to face something like that at such a young age. Dakota leads you around the outside of the hospital to the doors of the ER, his phone out and recording. Okay, so this is where the most action happens in the hospital. If you want exciting footage, the ambulance dock, the ER, or where we'll get it. You look at the parked, empty ambulance, intrigued. It seems kind of quiet. Must be a lull, but I can still give you an idea of some of the shots we could get. He frames the back of the ambulance on his phone screen. See, here we'd get the doors flying open, paramedics jumping out, looking all heroic on the front line of a medical care. Heroic sounds like something you'd give money to. Hey Dakota, you filming again? You look up in surprise as a paramedic rounds the ambulance. You lower your voice to whisper to Dakota. Do you know everyone at Edenbrook? Well, pretty much. Hey, Rachel. We're working on a video for Hope Springs Foundation, actually. Can you show us what you do in a normal patient drop-off? There's no such thing as a normal patient drop-off, but sure. You watch over Dakota's shoulder as he shoots some sample footage, taking note of what the paramedic says as she walks you through it. And then the doctors take them inside, and I wait for another call. Thanks, we owe you one. You Dakota move away from the ambulance stock to watch the footage. It'd be awesome if we could get a real emergency on camera. Oh my god, okay. And here we were talking about Morbin a minute ago, but hey, from a safe distance, of course, and also hoping for an emergency, you know, of course. It, could be, depending on the kind of tone you want to strike. The tone? Yeah, you can't just cut together a bunch of random footage and hope for the best. You have to figure out what emotion you want the viewer to feel. Deciding on a tone will help us figure out what to shoot. I want to showcase all the great work the hospital does. So kinda how, like a happy, feel-good vibe. Exactly. I want people to donate because they admire what we're doing here. Well, lives are saved every day in this building. Shouldn't be too hard to show that off. And I know exactly where to take you next. You Dakota stand outside the NICU, watching through the glass as doctors attend undersized babies in plastic incubators. They're so tiny. Tiny, but tough. They were born too soon, but they're not giving up, and neither are their doctors. You smile as a doctor leans down to speak to a baby through the incubator, his face animated and optimistic. Is this the kind of thing you were looking for? Yeah, this is perfect. After a few minutes, Dakota turns to look at you, resting his head against the glass. Okay, next filming decision. Who do you want to focus on? Patients would strike a more emotional chord, but doctors will lay out a more logical argument for donating. Or we could go to the unsung heroes route and interview a bunch of hospital staff. You know what? I would have paid diamonds for a fourth choice of all the above. Because you could sample all three. You could have 1/3 of a video for each one. And it would be a great selection. So it would, for anybody that's more anti-doctor, they'd go for the patient-staff. Anti-staff would go for doctor-patient. Things like that. I'm gonna go for patients, though. After all, patients are why the Foundation exists in the first place. Ah, very true. You let out a sigh of relief. This assignment already seems much more achievable. Thanks, Dakota. Ah, don't thank me. I'm just asking you a few questions. This is all you, Sage. Now come on, I've got something else I want to show you. For the video? Nah, this one's for fun. Her eyes widen as Dakota leads you up a set of stairs out into the cool night air. Why do I get the feeling we're not supposed to be up here? Because we passed several signs telling us as much? He takes a seat on the edge of the concrete block and you join him. So we've talked a lot about my movie. Time for you to spill the details on yours. Another round to plead the fifth? It doesn't have to be that official. Well, my movie's called Dark Pact. And it's horror? All the best movies are. So you're not just a Nolan Grant fan, you're like everything in the genre? Oh, I'm the first to admit that not every horror movie is good, but I'm definitely a fan of the genre as a whole. Is that a problem? I agree with that. I am pretty much the same. It depends on why you like it. If it's because of all the murdering, I might have to make a quick run for the door. Listen, when someone goes, "I'll be right back," and they go alone into a dark alley or a back room, you just... It's Darwin, really. It's, pretty secluded up here, huh? Dakota looks out across the city and falls quiet for a moment. I think it's the fear. You like being scared? I like the adrenaline that comes with being scared. It's a good reminder that you're alive. Which is something you need when you're sick all the time. I get how that would help. Dakota smiles at you. So, how do you feel about horror movies? And be honest, I want nothing but brutal truth from my actors. Well, if I'm being honest... they're okay. None of them really scare me. Nothing really scares me. And that's why I kind of envy the whole adrenaline, you're alive thing. Okay. How do you feel neutral about the most evocative genre out there? You shrug. Dakota laughs and runs his hand through his hair. Well, we're gonna have to watch the movies and correct this, or at least clarify a stance. As long as there's popcorn. Oh god, yes, movie theater popcorn, please. At this point, I'm not sure you deserve popcorn. You laugh. I admire your dedication, though. I can't imagine caring about anything enough to spend all my spare time doing it. That just means you haven't found your thing yet. My thing? Yeah, the thing that gets you out of bed in the morning. The thing you live for, that you feel passionate about. Answered Dakota, your eyes locking. He's so serious, it makes his gaze piercing right into your soul. Without thinking, you lean closer to him, heart racing as he moves towards you. Dakota... That's a serial killer messaging you. Turn around, I'm right here. Get off the roof, kids. You scramble to turn your phone on silent, but the moment's already gone. Someone, wondering where you are? My mom, she's got the night off for once. She says she's making dinner. Ah, then I better get you home. You don't have to drive me again. I know, I want to. You meet his eyes again and feel your cheeks burn. The moment might be over, but you definitely didn't imagine it. Later, you climb out of the car, closing the door behind you. Dakota rolls down the window and leans out. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you, Are you going to the fall carnival this weekend? A thrill run. Yeah, thrill run, sorry. I'm not sure. Amy and Heather are going together, and I don't want to be a third wheel. Oh, you could go with me. As a friend? Sure, you and Amy are, we're gonna go as friends, right? Right, absolutely. Sounds good. He can't stop smiling as he waves and drives off. My first unofficial date with Dakota. Saturday can't get here soon enough. Yeah, but you just did a friend thing. It sadness, just sadness. Anyway, without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And now description below links to social media, Discord if you'd like to support me and my content. Peace out.